Hey, Killshot. How you doing? Oh, okay, man. Thanks for dropping by. No, I've played modded games before. The only difference is that Feed the Beast Academy was not the first game I played. Before Beast Academy, you know, the lesson ones existed, there was a game called, they had different games for it. It was just regular Feed the Beast, and the one who would teach it about it is Direwolf 20, which I watched one time, and I just played his games. And I one time messed around with one modded game where I added a Tropic command into it by using a zip file. As a result, I was able to pretty much play the game still by just adding that one mod that I wanted in there. But as the mod kept changing, Minecraft kept changing, and everything else, eventually the modded Minecraft crashed on some games. I couldn't play it. And because my brother introduced me to other video games, and I was interested in other video games, so I stopped playing Minecraft for a while. Before all this was like this, I think I pretty much used EMC, Equal Exchange mod version. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. It didn't freeze. Ooh, I don't want another crash. EMC modded game, and there was also Logic. I think there was Logic Pipes, Computercraft, Laser Miner Drill. It was a completely different one. Pretty much would mine out the whole zone. And that's all I can remember about it. So I even played Crash Landed one time. Never gotten that far, but I did play it as long as I could. What are you, man? Kill shot. What about you? Have you actually played any modded games? I am not super experienced because I didn't go hardcore into it. I just casually play it. But if you're serious about thinking it that way, but I can load up the other one and show you how far I got in the Feed the Beast Academy before it crashed. They were actually able to fix it. I was able to get somewhat far. This is the one. The only problem is I have to pick up some knowledge from other YouTubers just to make sure it works, and then do my own modifications to it to increase the mass production of it. I don't know how they figure it out. I'm what you would call super hardcore into it, lol. So you pretty much played Minecraft hardcore, vanilla, legit method. Because I've seen a lot of YouTubers do it, and some of them couldn't do 100 days of it, and I can't even do 100 days. So this is the regular version, not hardcore, and this is how far I got on that saved file once it loads in. Give it a moment to load. No, I refuse to play vanilla. I strictly play modded. I understand, but before Minecraft was a better version for all that extra stuff, a lot of YouTubers made it hardcore version, and they learned a few little tricks that implemented, allowing them to do other things here. So this is how far I got in the other one. Alright, but yeah, this is how far I got so far with just my other Minecraft saved game. I was able to set up an EME organization, automation and ARM production, and all other stuff. So I started a new save to see if I can actually get it more organized. My problem is the fact I like it a little bit too perfect in the game on the Minecraft. Now, if I was playing the other games, say I was playing State of Decay, right? Yeah, it was State of Decay. I'll be constantly trying to get as many materials around the map. And due to the fact I'm not much of a hardcore gamer, I would die a lot. Pretty much I wouldn't survive that much. And Minecraft actually is a good quality game for people who have low speed internet. Plus, you don't have to worry about the game, because if you die in the game, you can pause it for a moment. Better than Ark Survival Evolved, I'll say that much. Because Ark Survival Evolved requires more RAM than Minecraft, and even with mods. Okay, I was gonna make this into a farm zone, right? Yeah, I was gonna make it into a farm zone. Kind of feel sad the fact that Crash Landed doesn't work anymore that much. Kinda. By the way, what do you mean it doesn't? What do you mean it doesn't work? Uh, it, the older version of the Crash Landed is about 7 years old, I would say. So back then, the game would naturally be stored in the computer. Yeah, Crash Landing. Yeah, that one. I played it to one time to where it got to the city, but I haven't gotten that far. So when that one crashed, I chose to move on to a new modded game because I didn't want to go messing around for JavaScript problems or whatever it is that could have caused it not to work, or whatever small mod that was missing in there or not configured. And when I moved on to this game, it worked for a while. Then later on, something was going on with the Feed the Beast launchers, to where I stopped playing it. But back then, Crash Landed had something that made it work very okay. But after multiple changes they had in there, I don't know. Maybe the download had a problem downloading most of the mods. Kind of hard to tell. But I pretty much stopped playing that game. Right, I gotta go repair the shovel. And I need to go get slime later on. Right now I'm collecting all the materials in the Minecraft game. In Feed the Beast Academy. I know there's other Feed the Beast modded games. Due to the fact I'm not that motivated like everybody else. Well, I don't know if everybody else gets motivated playing those things, but I'm just a casual gamer. Nothing special. The only special about me that I feel about is when I actually help my friend try not to spend money inside Warframe by actually selling the materials that you can earn for flat, which then allows you to buy certain materials instead of spending money. Right now, the ribbons are like hotcakes ever since the new update. Build this up so I can actually do this. Maybe. Right, since we're just working on a temporary base, I think I'll just make this side a smeltery zone. And the reason I'm trying to keep it this low is because if you make 2 layers here, it'll help you to prevent from 1, digging accidentally up and falling down, and 2, it actually will allow you to have more space for the tubes to be made here. But that's at least my way of understanding how I like it. It can be gold or it can be aluminum brass, which is copper and aluminum. I'll stick with gold because it's easier to focus on that. Actually, no. Let me check here. Molten aluminum brass. No, you're right. I might try that. But first I need to make sure a smelter is big enough and I have big enough space for it. Basically, this would be my crafting zone. Place a few torches here for now. I needed like a... Just mentioned it because it uses 1 ingot instead of 2. It won't alloy with anything else, so you don't need to worry about accidentally making electrum or something if you leave it in the smeltery. Well, I'm gonna actually pretty much empty it out later on after I finish making the casts. And we completed that quest, so that gives us obsidian sharpening tool. And how do you make these guys? We'll have to make a casting table out of that because I do not want to forget about this. Bet I gotta use the obsidian one, but don't want to lose my chances of making these guys. Right, now let's go get the iron and all the other materials there and melt them down. Actually, no, we're gonna need an ingot. I'll use the seared. Make an ingot cast. Perfect. Can you go back to Electrum real quick? Sure. Electrum. Attack 3. Extra durability is 250. Handles minus. And some reason running around, breaking blocks, or hitting things. Charges your tool, hitting an enemy, discharges it, dealing damage and providing a speed boost. Mining block discharges it, giving a mining speed boost. Actually, not a bad idea. I agree. I think I'm gonna do that. So before I do that, I have a video going in the background. I like listening to a video in the background for myself. Helps me to enjoy whatever I'm doing. Reminds me. You go milk that now. And I was gonna make a hammer. Electron. On picks and swords, it's kinda bad since it only occasionally activates, but on hammers, it's amazing that it activates every time thanks to you mining 9 blocks at a time. That's exactly what I was thinking. Wait, what is that purple stuff? That's molten clay? Weird. Oh, that's right, I already have it downstairs. Okay. Probably would have been better off putting it on less important part than the head. I guess it doesn't really matter too much. No, it doesn't. I found out that the front of the head is what determines what you repair it with. So cobblestone is still repairing it, I believe. I'm gonna test that right now. Oh, that's not cobblestone. Where's my cobblestone? There's my cobblestone. Please work. Yes, it still works. Cobblestone is still the material to repair it with. Oh god, I didn't do much and it already activated. What do you? I remember there was a button here that gets rid of the fuel. Tab? No, it's not tab. I remember there was a button that removes something. Okay. We're gonna need a lot of ores. So you could also repair it with electrum. Um, I guess, but I chose cobblestone repair because it's tons of materials of that kind of stuff, so it makes it easier to manage it. You have too much cobblestone, use it to repair a tool. In the beginning. Later on, I'm just gonna get an electric drill, just mine the whole thing. Read my comment above. With both the hammer head and one of the two plates, I considered the head. The other plate is considered an extra, and the tool rod is considered a handle. You might be right, but I choose to keep it at cobblestone just for now until I get an electric drill, because it allows you to dig the dirt and cobblestone, and the diameter of it can be bigger than the hammer. And we're gonna need a lot of ores, so let's deposit some here. I don't need that. That can stay. This I can take with me. That is to repair that later on. This we don't need for now. Leave that behind, leave that behind. The more space we have, the more longer we mine. Let's go down and dig. Dig for materials non-stop. Haste. Yeah, very nice. Let's get rid of this. If you give it an iron sharpening kit and a piece of flint, it'll upgrade the mining level without using a modifier. A piece of flint? That's true. Let me check it out then. Here. Place that there. And then. And then. Hey, it does. Nice tip. Didn't know that. But then the repair tool would be iron or cobblestone. But wouldn't that actually be changing the repair material for it? I got tons of iron. I'll give it a shot. I think they should include that in one of the quest chart things in the this thing. Because if that's the case, then it's very useful. Dear Lord, no, no, no. Ooh, that was a close one. Don't dig this way. There's lava. We're about to be full of materials. Only downside is that the only way to upgrade the mining level further is by giving it better sharpening kit and flint, since replacing the part will no longer change mining level. Well, That should be easy due to the fact we already made a cast for a sharpening tool. So all we need is just the materials for the other stuff and voila! Unlimited sharpening tools. But we'll get to that later on once we have enough ores to begin our process. Right now we're just farming for the ores that we need. Now what was I gonna make? A chest. No, I was gonna make a small chest. Gonna need that downstairs. Now we have something to drop off the cobblestone. And all the other materials as well. From every time when we mine. Yeah, it's definitely worth the sacrifice. I just mentioned it so you won't be confused why replacing the parts isn't charging mine level anymore. Oh. Well, thank you for letting me know ahead of the time, so I don't get confused later on. It doesn't matter if it gives plus 500 ability if you didn't know. I think it mentioned something about that in the book. We'll use some of the diamonds to increase its durability so we don't have to spend so much time going back and forth. See here. First repair it, then place the diamond here. Oh, wait a minute. I used up all the modifiers. Yeah, I used up not enough modifiers. One needed. I would have to change the handle to paper. Actually, nah, I'm not going to go back up there and just change durability in this thing. What's XP at? XP is almost 45,000. I'm guessing the XP will increase the modifier for it. Yes, every level gives another slot. Cool. Then it should be easy to level up for it. Back to mining for ores. We need tons and tons of ores. Time to upgrade the hammer's durability. One. Obsidian? Wow, okay. Obsidian should be fun to mine with. There you go, there. Pretty sure you can mine that draconic stones. Let me try it. No, there's a safe draconic here somewhere I can mine. Here it is. Yes, you are right. I can mine that draconic. Nothing can stop us now. Oh, we missed a diamond here. Dear Lord, don't burn me. Oh. Okay. Wait. Wait. Oh, that was close. Here. As we'll just pick up some of the ores here. Does this pack have some sort of quarry? Yes, it does. Have some sort of quarry, but it's a little bit different from what the usual quarry looks like. If I had to give an example, where is it? Here, let me show you it in the other one. The other one will show you it too. There's two types of quarries now. One, one is the one that actually mines a certain. It's best if I show you it in my other one. Basically, the quarry, the dimension is based off of how much boost you give it to, and if you turn off mining all the materials and only mine for ores, then it only mines for the ores while leaving everything else intact, which comes in. Okay, let's see here. Let it finish loading. Let's see, there's 1, 2, and 3. There's actually types, I know. One is this guy right here. When you get to the further down the line, what it does is it allows you to mine certain materials here. Let's say this one. Like if I select this one for yellow and set the location of it, it mines for that specific ore. But that's further down the line, more advanced mining drill. It's related to a quarry. Now for regular quarry, maybe I never placed it away and just never traveled that far. Or even remember what name /mod it was from. I don't remember the name. Oh, there it is. Found it. That's what happens when I don't pay attention to it. It's called Vertical Digger. And you use phantom boosters to increase its dimension wise. And what you do is you, well, basically, shrink how far the materials have to be transferred to actually power it and deposit materials. Oh, yeah, that one. That's the more beginner version. But the thing I want to build is this guy, because with this, I can do these later on. And Silk Touch will increase the chances of the other stuff. Sometimes. This thing I had to look up on YouTube how to make, because some things are not very easy to figure out on my own. As for these guys, the thing is, I went a little bit overboard with them. A little bit overboard. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of them running at the same time. So that's why I'm restarting, because I think I overdid it one time. Plus I was messing around with... No, it doesn't. It has 2 types. Well, I think there might be a third one, but I'm not sure yet. But what I was doing back then, I was messing around with this. Builder's blocks. I was trying to make automatic transport ender chests, so I don't have to make like AMC in other locations. And that's when it crashed later on. Like I have all these set up, that set up, the food chest set up. And I used slime blocks to create walls because I got tons of slime out there going on. Yeah, blaze rods here running like crazy. I'm kind of surprised considering the fact that this is meant to be good beginner pack. It is at first, in the beginning. As you go down the line, it gets more advanced, depending on which ones you pick. Botanica gets a little bit complex, because you gotta, well, first get enough materials for it, then have animations set up for it, so you don't have to constantly figure out how you're gonna fill it up fast. And then everything else comes together. So it's basically look up on research stuff. The best part is, once you have the certain things set up, like this, blaze rods, very useful for me. That's very packed, not just this. I've saw Direwolf20 play this game, and a few other YouTubers do it. Like, here, I want to show you something here. What else I actually went overboard with. Where's? Come on, jump! Bingo. Just search jet. Toggle jetpack charger. Toggle jetpack flux engine. G. Okay, let's try G. There it is. So basically what I did is I then continued on trying to do a star solar, or whatever you want to call it, skylight thing. but couldn't get that far, so I stopped at that. And I started to expand the farms for materials like wood and certain uh, gas, was it? Well, basically it's something that increases more energy the higher the fuel level it is for this particular plant. I set up the worms so it constantly irrigates it, because even though there's no water near it, at least it'll be irrigated all the time. And I marked certain locations. Check the map. Check the map later on. Oh, I better get head under. What was this thing? Yeah, I was explaining that I marked a few locations on the map. There it is, map. Waypoints. I marked a few starlight zones, basically. Blaze, end fortress, end portal, and so on. Villagers. Reminds me, I gotta. Where's my weapon? Here's my weapon. Mob farm. Get off because it's 2 a.m. and I gotta wake up at 8. Well, good night, man. Thank you for stopping by. I'm curious if I should get back on this one. I think that should be enough for today. Ooh, we got something new here. What's going on here? Killer Shot, thank you for the follow. Hope to see you again one day. Whenever I choose to live stream again. I think this is good enough live stream. 3 hours is good. I gotta go to bed anyways too.